planners and bullet journals, art projects, organized planner chic.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Organized Planner Chic. I'm Lucinda, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do so and select the bell for notifications. Well, first, I want to thank all my Patreon members who help make it possible to create videos like this. Well, thank you guys so much. And if you're interested in supporting me on Patreon, just go to patreon.com/organizedplannerchic. Okay, you guys, it's time to do, gosh, can't talk. It's time to do another journal with me in my traveler's notebook. So this is February, the month of love, and it's also the month of my birthday, and I'm wearing a lot of pink, but I also love pink. So I thought what I would do for this insert is just make it one that focuses on love in general in different ways, like the fact that God loves me, my relationship with my husband, different things that I love, the simple things like my new herb garden and taking care of plants, which I've always done, fellowship and time with friends and family, all different things like that. So I'm going to have a lot of pink, but also some red and just some really fun decoration. So I'm going to set it up in today's video. We'll get the cover looking all based on that theme. So let's get to it. Now I'm housing this particular traveler's notebook in a planner cozy, which my friend Holly, and she's Holly's Planner Life. Holly's Planner Life on Instagram. Check her out. She makes these and they are so beautiful. And I want to apologize really quickly, let you guys know I realize my phone is sometimes auto-correcting really fast. It's a new phone, and for some reason any little movement it does that, and my other phone didn't, so I may just switch my video card and put it in there while I'm shopping and saving for a good DSLR camera with a long arm tripod. So I apologize for that. So here I decided to prep my little doodads that I was going to put on my traveler's notebook that I'm decorating, on the insert rather. I decided to cut those ahead of time so that we could save some time so the video wouldn't be way too long. And I decided to repurpose the little bags that sticker sheets come in. I think all of those pretty much came from Dollar Tree. And I just put what I thought I would use for the front cover, then the inside of the front cover, the back cover, and then the inside of the back cover. So 4 different areas. I put those in 4 different little bags, and that way they just be together, and I knew what I was going to do. So yeah, that's a fun thing you can do to repurpose those. And I have them hanging, you know how there's a little hole at the top of the bag? I just used some elastic and ran that through the holes, and I have it wrapped around a pole for a shelf in my craft room, and I showed all of that in my craft room tour for 2020, so be sure and check that out. Really fun tour. And now I just kind of placed everything there earlier on the cover to kind of see where I wanted it to go, and now I'm just going to go ahead and use my adhesive tape runner and put everything pretty much where it was. I don't think it was perfectly the way I wanted it to be, but it is, you know, it's pretty good. And that paper there for the big heart was just a 12 by 12 sheet that I folded over. Since I knew it was going to be on the crease, I folded it over really well and then cut a heart out of it. You guys know how we used to do, like in kindergarten, you just fold a sheet of paper and then you cut a heart. But on the other hearts, I wanted them to be perfect hearts as well, but I didn't want a crease. So other than toward the end, I think I had to cut those on a crease because it was on the fold of a card. But other than there, what I did so I wouldn't have a crease is I just folded the paper, but I didn't press down the crease on that folded edge. I just held on to the straight edge and let the little, you know, big bubble of paper be there, and then I cut my heart around there, and so that way you don't have that crease there. So yeah, it's a nice smooth heart. I hope that made sense. So, and then the paper for the big pink, hot pink heart and these little doily looking flower things came from a card that my husband gave me for Valentine's Day last year. And yes, I do cut up and craft with cards that he gives me, but he knows that. And so he picks out cards that have a lot of layers and decorations. And then the part where he wrote to me and that has the text for the card, I save that separately. I usually put it in my art journal and decorate all around that. So yeah, so you can use any kind of paper from any kind of source to decorate and do crafts with. And I put all of my scrap paper and all of my cards with my scrap paper all in one particular area in my craft room, and that's in my tour as well. And so yeah, so I have finished, I think, at this point. Yeah, the front page. I'm going to go back and write something on that little white piece there. And now it's time to do the inside of the front cover. And then this scrap piece of paper, oh yeah, I forgot I wanted to put some washi tape on there first, because this insert comes from my Organized Planner Chic Etsy shop. It's the mixed media insert. I also make sketchbook inserts as well, and I used a couple of pages already. I went out of town and took this insert with me, and I did some art that I decided to scan and create some die cuts out of. I don't remember why I cut them out of here instead of just laying the book down on the scanner and doing it, but for whatever reason I did, and I wanted to cover up those sheets of paper, those little pieces where the pages have been ripped out or cut out or torn out probably. And so I put some washi tape, but I'm going to go back and put some other washi tape on there later, and I'll show you that, because the Dollar Tree washi just doesn't always stick well, but more on that later. So this picture came from a wedding my husband and I went to recently, and we just had a lot of fun and took a lot of pictures there. And the pink paper that it's sitting on top of was a folder from Dollar Tree that I did some craft work out of, and I just kept that with, you know, that little piece of paper, a piece of folder with my scrap paper as well. So again, that was another paper source. And this sheet also was from a folder from Dollar Tree as well. I think it's a different shade of pink. And so this time I decided to just go ahead and use the tape runner on all of the pieces first, and then go ahead and put them on the cover. And you know, it seemed like it was faster. I don't know if it really was, but it just felt more efficient. So anyway, so yeah, so this is a different scrap paper also that I've just put on top of there, and so were these two hearts. I cut those out of scrap paper also. Yeah, and see, they're perfect little hearts, and I think they look good right there. So now we're just going to use the adhesive on the back of the heart there, and I really like that, just the way it's kind of folded around there. It's just fun to me. And so then this piece, or these three pieces, all came from the back of that same card from my husband from Valentine's Day last year, and they were on the fold where, you know, where a card folds, so I couldn't avoid the folds there. And they were partly, I think it was partly the front and partly the back. That card had different layers, so it might have been part of the inside and part of the back too, I don't know. And but the big heart had text at the bottom. I didn't want that to show, so I turned it over and used the other side. And so that worked out well also, because then I had some good variation. I have that medium-sized heart and small heart that have the two-tone, and then I've got the big heart at the top with the different tone or different hues of hearts. Say that 10 times. And then I have a totally different shade there of the heart in the very middle, and I think it looks super cute. Okay, so here's where I'm going to put some more washi tape, because the Dollar Tree washi tape, even though sometimes it's some really incredible prints, I really like the designs, the tackiness on the back is just not the same, and it makes this really weird sound. It just doesn't stick like other washi tape, and it just is kind of weird, but it looks really cute, but sometimes it won't just lay where you really want it to. So I decided to put some good tacky washi tape on top of it, and it would work. So this Tombow dual brush pen was running out of ink. I didn't realize it before I started, but that's okay. It still gives it a little funky style. And I do still keep my Tombow dual brush pens even when they start to run out of ink, because the other side still works perfectly fine. All right, so I think I yeah, I decided to use my Tombow Mono pen in 05 to go back over it, just so I would have something on there that wasn't pink. And there we go, you guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. All of my subscribers get an additional discount from my Organized Planner Chic Etsy shop, and that discount is in the description below. And in my shop, I make products for traveler's notebooks, bullet journals, and Fauxbonichi Weeks. Also, check me out on Instagram at Organized Planner Chic, where I post all of my creative ventures and adventures, and I will be posting pictures of this insert as I use it from time to time, because I will be journaling in it and putting in pictures and doodling and all that kind of stuff. Also, I have 2 Facebook groups. One, which is local, is called Phoenix Planner Friends for Christ, and there we meet in person and we have lots of planner fun. We meet in person once a month. And then the one for anyone around the world is called Organized Planner Chic Crew, and there we do giveaways and we try to stay in touch just about every day with videos and Facebook Live and all that kind of good stuff. And then if you're interested in supporting me on Patreon, just go to patreon.com/organizedplannerchic. And until next time, happy planning!